Have you ever asked your child, how are you feeling? And they just freeze or say, I don't know, or shrug or melt down even harder, and you're standing there thinking, I'm trying to help. Just tell me what's wrong. If your autistic child struggles to explain their feelings, you are not failing at communication, and they are not refusing. Sometimes they genuinely don't have access to the words yet. Let's talk about what's really happening and what you can say instead. One of the most common pieces of parenting advice is this: teach your child to name their feelings, and that's valuable. Emotional awareness matters. But for many autistic children and many neurodivergent kids in general, identifying and explaining feelings is not simple. It's not defiance. It's not avoidance. It's often a neurological reality. Today, we're going to talk about why some autistic children struggle to explain their emotions and the specific phrases you can use that reduce pressure instead of increasing it. Because the goal isn't forcing words, it's creating safety. Ready? Because this is Kind Parent Collective, less perfect parent, more real one. Why how are you feeling can be too big. When we ask, how are you feeling? It sounds simple, but think about what that question requires. Noticing internal body signals, interpreting those signals, matching them to emotional vocabulary, organizing that into language, saying it out loud. That's a lot. Many autistic children experience differences in interoception, the ability to sense and interpret internal body states. They may feel something intense in their body, but not automatically connected to angry, sad, or anxious. So when they say, I don't know, it may be the most accurate answer they have. And when we push for more, come on, you have to know. It increases stress. Stress shuts down access even further. First shift, regulate before you ask. Before asking for emotional language, check regulation. If your child is crying, pacing, yelling, or shutting down, their thinking brain is likely offline. Instead of asking, what are you feeling? Try starting with something grounding. You might say,
let's sit together for a minute.
Or,
I'm right here.
Or even just sit quietly nearby. Connection first, words later. When the nervous system feels safer, language becomes more accessible. What to say instead of, how do you feel? Here are phrases that lower pressure and invite awareness gently. Instead of asking directly, try observing.
I notice your fists are tight. Your voice got louder just now. I saw you walk away really fast.
Observations are powerful because they don't require an immediate answer. They give your child something concrete to anchor to. You're not demanding insight. You're offering clues. Another helpful shift is using curiosity language. I'm wondering if that felt frustrating. I wonder if that was too loud. I'm not sure, but it looked big. The word wonder softens everything. It makes it collaborative instead of interrogative. When they say, I don't know. If your child says, I don't know, resist the urge to fix it immediately. Instead, try. That makes sense. Sometimes it's hard to tell. It's okay not to know yet. We can figure it out together later. This removes the pressure of performing emotional insight on demand. Often, once the pressure drops, clarity slowly emerges. Use body-based language. For many autistic children, emotions are easier to understand through physical sensations. Instead of labeling emotions right away, you might say,
does your tummy feel tight or loose? Is your body feeling fast or slow? Do you feel hot or shaky?
You're helping them connect to body cues first. Later, you can pair that with emotion words.
When my body feels tight like that, sometimes I'm feeling worried.
This models without demanding. Offer choices, but keep them limited. Too many options can overwhelm. Instead of, are you angry, sad, frustrated, embarrassed, disappointed, or scared? Try narrowing it down. Does this feel more mad or more sad? Even then, it's okay if they can't choose. The goal is exposure to vocabulary, not forced accuracy. Normalize big feelings without explanation. Sometimes your child doesn't need to explain their feelings for you to validate them. You can say, whatever it is, it feels big. It's okay to have big feelings. I can see this is hard. You're acknowledging intensity without requiring a breakdown of why. That safety builds long-term emotional literacy. Avoid turning it into a lesson. When kids struggle to explain feelings, it's tempting to turn it into teaching mode.
Remember when we talked about anger? Use your feelings chart. You need to practice your emotion words.
But in emotionally charged moments, teaching rarely sticks. Save skill building for calm times. During hard moments, focus on safety and connection. After the storm, gentle reflection. Later, when everyone is regulated, you can revisit gently. You might say, earlier felt big, I've been thinking about it. Then offer possibilities instead of questions.
I wondered if it felt unfair when your brother went first.
If your child nods, you've built awareness without pressure. If they shrug, that's okay too. Emotional development is slow. It builds through repetition, not one perfect conversation. Model your own emotional language. One of the most powerful tools is modeling.
I noticed I felt overwhelmed when we were rushing. My chest felt tight, and that's usually how I know I'm stressed.
You're demonstrating how body cues connect to emotions. Over time, children internalize what they hear repeatedly, not because you forced it, but because you lived it. When silence is the right response. Sometimes the most supportive thing you can say is very little. Sit next to them, hand them water, offer a blanket. Your regulated presence teaches you don't have to explain yourself to be supported. That message is powerful, especially for autistic kids who often feel misunderstood. The long game. Emotional awareness in autistic children may develop differently. It may look slower, more concrete, less verbally expressive, but different does not mean deficient. The goal isn't to make your child explain feelings on command. The goal is to help them feel safe enough to explore them over time. Safety first, vocabulary second. If your autistic child struggles to explain their feelings, it doesn't mean they're emotionally disconnected. It may mean their nervous system needs support before language. It may mean they process internally rather than verbally. It may mean they're still building the bridge between body and words, and your job isn't to force that bridge, it's to stand beside them while they build it. If this resonated, consider subscribing so more parents raising neurodivergent kids can feel less alone in moments like this. And the next time your child says, I don't know, remember, that might not be resistance. It might be honesty, and honesty is a starting point. And if today was rough, you still did enough. Catch you on the next one.